And there's Miss Cleopatra. She's got to be in every video. Well, not every video, but we're going for a walk, guys. Hello, girl. What was that? What was that, Miss Silly Kitty? Come here. What was that, Miss Silly Girl, huh? Over here climbing the mimosa. Had a lot of rain here lately, and so our pond's a little murky. What's up, guys?
Let's go for a walk. Let's reach that way.
So we're going for a walk. I keep a trail mowed down around the outer edge of our field. It separates the field and the forest. And today is the first day that I am officially unemployed, no longer working for the U.S. Postal Service as a city carrier's assistant. And I had planned on getting in there and weeding this garden. I'd planned on chopping up more firewood. I had all these big plans. They're up here. They love playing on this log. I had all these plans to do this and do that. For the last 6 months, I've been working like a dog. Weekends, holidays, 8 to 12 hours a day, sometimes 7 days a week. And on top of that, out here trying to do some homesteading stuff. And well, you know what all I got done today?
Oh my.
Nothing.
This is a wild grapes, right?
Yeah, that's a wild grapevine, huh?
Oh, look at this. Did you see that?
What?
So
Lots of
many.
grapes? Oh, holy cow.
Oh my
There's grapes.
gosh.
Bunches.
This is the first time we see it, honey.
We had those last year, silly.
Yeah, this year.
Oh, this year, this is the first time you've noticed this?
Yeah, all the way up there.
Okay, let's see if I can zoom in, get some bunches of grapes.
Wow.
Oh, wow. They're everywhere.
Free food, dude.
But
Yeah.
they're not ripe yet.
Yeah, they're not ripe yet.
Wow. Oh, good thing the deer cannot reach it.
No, the birds get these usually.
yeah, the
Like
birds.
last year. And
I don't mind to share with the deer, but mostly they ate everything.
yeah, well, but remember, I mean, we're kind of earmarking a lot of this stuff over here for the deer now anyway, so
Yep, I know.
we've got what's ours, they get what's theirs, and there's going to be enough for both.
Going.
Plenty for them, plenty for us.
I'm going down.
But here's my point, guys. What I was getting at is I had all these big plans. I mean, I need to finish cutting. I'm not going to cut up all this log. We're going to keep a lot of it because they love to play on it. But I got plenty of stuff to do out here.
Dad?
You can tell that's been sitting there for a while. And honey, don't you guys jump off of there, huh? That's not safe. We don't want to do anything not safe out here. Remember rule number 1? Well, okay, well, so much for that.
But I'm gonna catch them.
Supposed to yell airborne. I did nothing. And okay, there they are. They're off. Let's keep walking around the trail, guys. There they go.
We need exercise.
Yeah, we do. We need a lot of exercise. Come on, kitty. This kitty, she will hang back and wait for us to get about 50 yards ahead, and then she comes sprinting to show us how fast she can run. You'll see. You wait a minute. I'll get that on film. Here she comes. Here she comes. Here she comes. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. Here she comes. Oh my gosh, you're fast. You are so fast. Look at that. You always got to show us how fast you are, huh? She likes to show off. She'll let us get 50 yards ahead and then she comes sprinting. Huh, girl? Okay. Okay. See if our little baby cardinals are up here. Oh, they're right here. Where'd they go? Oh, here they are. Right here under the kitty. They're gone. Yep, they already grew up and flew away. Isn't that amazing? I showed you the guys these baby birds last week and now they're gone.
We're gonna be in his, what you call it again?
Morning ramble.
Yes, remember place.
That's where I have the morning ramble, huh?
This is how it looks like in the afternoon.
Uh-huh, or early evening. Well, not so early. It's like 8 p.m. now. But
You can serve here crickets.
yeah, they're starting to come out, huh?
Yes.
What, honey?
I want to show them where we do sleigh riding.
Okay.
This is where we do this uphill here. That's where we do sleigh riding when so much snows.
When there's so much snows.
Yeah, so much snow.
Yeah, we sleigh ride down this hill right here in the winter. All of our walnuts, all those trees surrounding our house are walnut trees. We lost most of them. Isn't that beautiful sky? Look at that. You know, here I am saying I didn't do anything today. This right here is about one of the best things you can do. Walk around with your family, see beautiful skies like this, beautiful scenery, beautiful views like this. Now, where's Cleopatra? It's about time for her to show us how fast she can run. We've gotten out of sight of her. She ought to come sprinting up here in just a second. Hey guys, I was just going to point this out to you. Look at this. This is a paper birch. It's look at all these paper birch. Show them a good view, honey.
This one's about.
And watch for the cat. I want to get her on film if she comes flying through here showing us how fast she can run again. But I mentioned before, this whole field, we're letting this reforest. We're letting it go fallow so we can reforest it. This is the second year that we've not allowed this field to be cut for hay because we want a larger patch of woods on the back part of our property. But look at this. This paper birch is already over 6 feet tall. So this excites me because when we came here, this was weeds. Here's some more. This one's probably close to 6 feet tall.
Oh, is it? Oh, this one's taller than it.
Yeah, it is, huh?
Yes. Let's try this.
Yeah. Look, honey, come a little closer. I mean, this looks like weeds and stuff. Let me have this. But check this out. So, like right here is an oak tree. And here's the paper birch. Look at this. Got a poplar tree. Got all kinds of trees in here. And we'll go through and thin some of this out at some point. We're going to see what does the best. And so many trees. Look at that. Poplar. Paper birch all over the place.
Okay. Jump high first. 3, 2, 1. Wow, baby. You're getting heavy.
He's almost as big as you, honey.
Huh?
He's almost as big as you.
Yeah, look at that. He's only 7 years old.
Yep. And you're only like 5 feet tall. Here's a locust tree. We're gonna have like a locust grove up here. There's another big one right there. Oh, there's the kitty. I see her. Watch. See her? She's in the center. She usually doesn't let us get this far ahead before she comes sprinting over here to show us how fast she can run. I don't know. Maybe she found a mouse or something over there. I missed this for 6 months after getting treated like a beast of burden by the U.S. Postal Service, but I'm not missing it anymore. What? Watch, I always cheat. Okay. He won. Well, we're down here at the lower part of our property now, and look what we found. There's a baby bunny. Well, it's not really a baby, it's kind of a full-grown bunny, huh?
But it looks like a baby from this far.
Yeah, it's a nice little bunny. An eastern cottontail. Got these things all over the place here. It's kind of chillaxing there, huh?
Yeah.
We're close to the road, that's why you're hearing a car. We planted, you guys have been watching, you know this, we planted all these trees down here. And this is their second year being down here. Yeah, but
He's hurt?
no, he's not hurt. He's not scared. Buddy, don't get too close. Come on now.
Come on,
Daniel, stop. Just let's. That's where he is. Let's let him stay there. Honey, well, there he goes. Buddy, you can't jump at him like that, silly.
I didn't jump like
Yeah, okay. Honey, a lot of folks have been commenting in the comments section, and I kind of agree with them, that these animals can sense they're not in any danger.
Yeah.
They know they're welcome, and they know we're not going to hurt them. So
Yeah, I believe them.
yeah, I do too. That's why that rabbit sat there till Monkey Boy kind of stomped at it. But he's a 7-year-old kid. He's learning,
I'm
huh?
shy.
Okay, so here's we call this our man-made forest.
It looks like a haircut.
And that's a throwback. A lot of Filipinos watch our channels and they know what that's all about. Hold on a second, buddy. On the island of Bahal, where the Chocolate Hills are, there's also an attraction called Man-Made Forest. They planted several hundred acres worth of mahogany trees, which is not indigenous to the Philippines. They kind of imported them in, and they call that their man-made forest. So it's really neat. You're on a tropical island, you're driving around, and all of a sudden you enter their man-made forest and you feel like you're in a deciduous forest, which technically you are. But anyway, this is our man-made forest. We dug it. Now, buddy, what did you want to tell me?
I was just seeing if that was our old bunny from the pen.
No, buddy, that wasn't one of our old bunnies.
That's
That was a
wild
wild. That was a wild cottontail. It's an eastern cottontail.
I
Gosh, look how far we've walked. We've walked a long way, guys.
know.
Yeah, I'm sweaty.
Yeah, I know. The morning ramble spot, you can't see it. It's behind that maple tree. It is way up there. It's like almost a quarter of a mile away, actually. And we're still on our place. It's still our property, still in our homestead. So,
Okay, I'm dead turning. Go, no. Go, Daniel.
hurdling. This is great. You know what, guys? The best thing about having a YouTube channel, you're kind of like documenting what's going on with your family. And one of these days, we won't be able to see or hear these cars because these trees are going to be so big. But it's awesome. I'm seeing my 7-year-old son hurdle these Leland cypresses we put out here. And the day's going to come where these Leland cypresses tower over top of him and he's using them for shade. So he's 7, he's using them as hurdles. When he's 27, he'll be using them for shade and privacy and all these things. But these, look at this, all this new growth on the end of these cedar trees, eastern red cedars. We dug these things up just along the tree line on our side of the property when they were just, I mean, they've been out here almost 2 years and they're just growing like weeds. I mean, it's going to take them a while before they get big enough to really provide the privacy screen that we want, but we're not in any hurry. We only have the rest of our lives, so we don't mind. We like watching them grow. Look at this. Nice new growth, all that fresh green growth. I mean, this is like, well, just within the last 10 days, we have eastern red cedars in the front, Leland cypresses in row 2, and then everything else back, we've got like 6 rows of hardwoods. And in the very last row is Virginia burning bushes that I got on an online nursery to put in because I like how in the fall their leaves turn red.
I can jump all the way over this.
Really?
Now this one, look at this. Here, hon. Here, don't stop this. Just take this and... This is like the rest, an eastern red cedar. Look at this. It's taller than me now. When we put this thing in here 2 years ago, it was like only up to about my waist.
It's size of me.
Size of you, huh? So they took root, and the first ones we planted in this first row, they all died because we planted them in the middle of summer. There was a drought. We exposed their roots to the sun for too long. And I mean, we didn't know what we were doing. We knew what we wanted, but we didn't know how to do it. And I've mentioned before in some of our videos, so much of this is just trial and error. So what did we do? Buddy, don't get too close to the road. Okay, we failed. We had a goal. We did what we thought we needed to do, and we failed. All 17 trees on this front row died. It's 17 or 21, something like that. So what did we do when we failed? We got up, we brushed our butts off, and we did it again. And people were laughing at us. I mean, I know, because I talked to some of the folks out here. They're like, oh, what are you going to do about all those dead trees? I said, we're going to replace them, and we did. And now, listen, you don't drown because you fall in water. You drown because you stay there. Get up out of the water. That's what we did. Now look at this. 2 years later, who's laughing now? Huh? I'm laughing because my eastern red cedar tree that used to be just about halfway up to my chest is taller than me now.
Ooh, this might be taller than me.
Look, oh, hey, let's point this out. Look, right here, we had one die. It was kind of off. This is the only thing we planted right here. We didn't even plant this, which looks like some sort of couple more years we won't be hearing those or seeing them. We put this out. They're kind of prickly. We put this eastern red cedar here, and this is the only thing we planted here. This, which I'm not exactly sure what it is. If you're watching and you know what this is, let us know. It looks like a boxwood, but boxwoods don't grow this fast. But we didn't plant this thing. It came up, and then this, honey, get this too. This is a locust. This just came up this summer. We didn't plant this either. And over here, we planted this, which is an eastern red cedar, but we did not plant this. This thing just came up. Isn't it beautiful? So, oh, and look at this one. This one's taller than me now too. When we put all these out here 2 years ago, none of these were even close to being taller than me. I mean, they were halfway up my chest at most. So, it looks like there's two here. So again, guys, I mean, today's my first day of freedom. I'm no longer employed by the U.S. Postal Service, and I had all these plans to do all these things, and I didn't do anything. I took a nap, I hung out with my family. We're taking our evening walk now, which is something, I mean, for the last 6 months I've been getting home after dark, and this is what I missed out on. So really, I ended up doing nothing today, and it's the best something I could have done.